The Los Angeles Rams are one of the most intriguing teams in the NFC right now, loaded with elite top-end talent but dangerously thin in a few critical spots. At 3-2, they're right in the mix for a playoff run, but as the November 4 trade deadline approaches, General Manager Les Snead faces a familiar question. Should he push the chips in once again? After all, the Rams' success has always come from aggression, and that mindset could lead to one specific move, one that would give Matthew Stafford another weapon to work with. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like and comment below to help our Rams community continue to grow every week. Now let's talk about Rashad Bateman, the player who's suddenly become one of the more logical trade targets for Los Angeles. CBS Sports' Garrett Podol floated the idea earlier this week, suggesting the Rams should explore a deal with the struggling Baltimore Ravens to bring Bateman to LA. The proposed price tag: a 2026 fifth-round pick, a bargain for a former first-rounder who still has untapped potential. It's a move that makes perfect sense given the current state of the Rams' receiver room. Puka Nacua, the breakout star of 2024, is expected to miss at least Week 7 with an ankle injury. While Sean McVay has downplayed the severity, he also acknowledged that Nacua's physical style of play and the wear of the position could keep him sidelined longer than anticipated. And with Tutu Atwell just returning to practice and Jordan Whittington plus Kanata Mumpfield still developing, the Rams are one rolled ankle away from serious trouble at wideout. That's where Bateman comes in. Once viewed as the next big thing in Baltimore's offense, the 25-year-old has become something of a forgotten man. Through 6 games this year, he's managed just 11 receptions for 120 yards and a touchdown, buried on a Ravens offense that's been struggling without Lamar Jackson. But anyone who's followed Bateman's career knows his talent is real: crisp route running, soft hands, and the ability to work both inside and outside. The Ravens' 1-5 start and a growing list of injuries have pushed them into cellar territory. And with Bateman already under contract after signing an extension this past offseason, they might be open to moving him for future draft capital. For the Rams, this isn't just about short-term insurance. It's about adding another layer of versatility to an offense that thrives on matchups and spacing. Bateman could immediately step into a rotational role and take snaps both in the slot and outside, allowing McVay to get creative with his alignments. For a team built around Stafford's arm and timing-based precision, Bateman's polished route tree and deceptive speed could make him an ideal fit. From a schematic standpoint, Rashad Bateman fits exactly what Sean McVay wants to do offensively. He's a receiver who can win quickly off the line of scrimmage, create separation on intermediate routes, and provide a reliable option when defenses key in on Davante Adams or Nacua. With Stafford still playing at a high level, giving him another dependable target makes a ton of sense, especially considering how physical NFC defenses like Detroit, Dallas, and San Francisco can be down the stretch. One of the underrated aspects of Bateman's game is his positional flexibility. He's played both perimeter and slot snaps in Baltimore, and he's even contributed as a returner when needed. McVay loves players who can shift roles within a game plan, and Bateman's combination of hands, vision, and football IQ would give this offense another weapon in both motion-heavy looks and play-action concepts. The big question, of course, is whether Bateman can stay consistent, both physically and mentally. Injuries have limited his availability in recent seasons, and there have been whispers in Baltimore about effort concerns amid their frustrating year. But a change of scenery could be exactly what he needs. Playing in McVay's structured, fast-paced system with Stafford distributing the ball could help Bateman rediscover the confidence and swagger that made him a first-round pick out of Minnesota in 2021. From a financial perspective, the move is also manageable. Bateman's cap hit is reasonable compared to the production potential, and the Rams have room to maneuver, especially if the Ravens agree to eat a small portion of his remaining salary. It's the kind of calculated gamble Snead has made many times before, and more often than not, those gambles have paid off. And it's not just about surviving Nacua's absence. Imagine a fully healthy receiver trio of Davante Adams, Puka Nacua, and Rashad Bateman heading into December. That's a nightmare for opposing defenses. Each brings a different skill set, and together they'd give Stafford arguably the most balanced receiving core he's had since the Rams' Super Bowl run. For Baltimore, the move would be about resetting and reloading. They're dealing with injuries across the roster, and if they can turn a player who's fallen out of favor into future assets, it could help them rebuild faster around Lamar Jackson once he returns. Still, from the Rams' perspective, this feels like a move with very little downside. You give up a late-round pick for a 25-year-old receiver with first-round pedigree and multiple years of team control. That's exactly the kind of value-driven acquisition that keeps Los Angeles competitive without mortgaging the future. So Rams Nation, what do you think? Should Les Snead go all in on Rashad Bateman before the deadline? Would you trade a fifth-round pick to give Matthew Stafford another proven weapon while Puka heals up? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Rams news, insider updates, and smart, passionate football analysis every week right here on the channel.